Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. We can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So SMU's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. So Florida State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Maybe a crease. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Using his legs to buy some time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry of the season. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
Makes the catch and he's free. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch. But
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So Springbuck just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Maybe some room here. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. To the air, it's Barry. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And they're able to make the tackle. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket. And that time, he was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the first down.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Looking for blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. Is away from the pressure, going to his left. How about that play to get a
comeback? It's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Runs through a man. He might have space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. The Seminoles want to move quickly. On the option. Now the toss. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the ride. They'll try to slam it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded getting that safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Right on the money. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And I aggressiveness. I understand you're down, you know, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Under fire. Heaves it on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff to the lone back. Still on his feet at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Daniels. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lopez. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, the attempt is no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game.
Number 36, set to take this one away.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ollie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Rhett Lashley at the half. The first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the third quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on, but their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
All right, Ollie. Back to pass on second down. Gets it to the back. Snowed under by the defense.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Touchdown Seminoles. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eye.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier. And boy, they did it right there.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Noles! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hale. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A quick pass to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. It's complete on the right side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
That probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps up. Get that turnover.
And he made the read off of the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
But we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's wrestled to the ground. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That turnover on the last possession was a killer. Now it's a two-score game, and they've got to get things going right now. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
This time he's got it. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, down two possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Noles look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They'll run the option. He'll keep it on second down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Tackled there by the defense. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll try to run for it. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? This drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
To the air, it's Daniels. This one's complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Complete in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Carter. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. To the 15. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
You're trailing in the 4th quarter. It's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the 1st down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Past the line of scrimmage. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky